Morning.
Good morning, everybody. So glad you're here. It's the Monday, JMAC18. Hi, Crystal. We'll
Hey,
try and do this.
Sensei.
Morning.
Morning. Hey, Brian. Zini Sensei, welcome you guys. All right.
Oh, Sensei.
A hybrid mobility and a little bit of body weight stuff today. I'll show you what the routine is here. Let me just full screen us. Live stream is going. Good. All right. JMAC18. So push squats and lunges is round one. Push squats is more for, this is the mobility part. Push squats, you're just going to go low as you push, breathe out, and then you're going to pull, push, just gradually get lower. We're going to do that about 25 seconds. It's meant to be slow, just to warm you up. Then we're going to do just classic lunges or some version thereof. If I look horrible when I do them, it's because of the arthritis in my feet. You should look better than me. Number two, lying hip circles and V-ups. Lying hip circles. This is a mobility. You'll lie, and you're going to bring your foot up, and you're going to drop your knee out, and then you're going to come down. Or you can do it the opposite way, pull up. So hip mobility. That's part one. Part two is V-ups. Everybody knows what V-ups are. Do the best you can with what you have where you are. Number three, the spinal glide. The spinal glide. So again, this stance, hands out, palms up, and you're going to try to, without moving your hips very much, try to move side to side. So this is mobility, spinal mobility rather than effort. Then we're going to just do some push-ups, whatever way you want. Number four, 90-90 switches and offset squats. 90-90 switches are here. Try to keep your heels or your feet on the floor when you rotate. And if you guys are more flexible, you should be doing this without your hands. I'm not sure I can do it without my hands. Then we'll do some offset squats. Remember, offset squats are just one foot is heel off the ground, nice and slow. Number five, deep spine rows and gladiator get-ups. Deep spine rolls with an L. Oops, cat is here. Hang on. All right. Deep spine rolls. Deep means you go down to your deep curl position. And when you come up, you roll, you want to round your back. Come up, unround, hands up, open, hands down, down, deep curl position. Deep spine rolls, gladiator get-ups. If you remember, elbow, arm, hip, sideways, here, back down. A minute time just for 2 or 3 of those in a round. And lastly, kipping tables and yoko ebi. Some kipping tables. You got one knee, one ankle, one knee, and you're gonna press your hips. Press your hips. And then yoko ebi. Yoko ebi. So, more about mobility than big muscles today. Do what you can with what you have where you are. And you're always authorized to protect yourself because we want you healthy, not hospitalized, trying to get better and better over time. So glad you guys are here. This is going to be super fun, or it's not. But the good news is if you hate it, it's only 18 minutes long. So we start with push squats and lunges. In 3, 2, 1. Push squats. Try to keep your hips forward as much as you can and your face up. So it's not like a straight bar squat where you go down. You want to keep your hips forward on this. And lunges. Do the best you can with what you have. Time. Number 2, line hip circles and V-ups. It doesn't mean you're not telling the truth. 2, 1. Up, out, keep it flat, and down. Up, out, down, best you can. V-ups. Next, spinal glide and push-ups. Spinal glide. Sumo stance, palms up. Try to slide your shoulders from side to side, keeping your hips relatively stable. Don't move your knee to knee. It's not a one side to the other. It's not this. It's not this. Keep this stopped. You're trying to make your shoulders go separate, side to side. The spinal glide right there, separate. So don't let your hips go from side to side. If you can, turn your palms up. It's supposed to be difficult. All right, and a few push-ups of some nature, whatever works for you. Good. Next is 90-90 switches, which is sometimes we call it a case of sit or an S seat. And try to keep your feet on the floor and just smoothly glide your knees from one side to the other. The more you can get so you are not using your hands and you're sitting forward, this gets difficult. And offset squats, 1 foot flat, 1 foot on the ball of the foot, nice and slow. Bend the knees, not the back. Smooth motion from top to bottom. Rehab those knees. All right, next, deep spine rolls and gladiator get-ups. Deep spine rolls. So start down here, your elbows are inside your thighs and drive your hips forward. Then roll your spine round, 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 and up, slowly unroll your spine. And then open your chest. And then down, elbows inside the thighs, hips forward. Press, 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 and then roll your spine. Breathing in. And down. Oh, those take a long time. Gladiator get-ups. Might have time for one. Elbow, hand, hip. Nice work. Friends, we're about to go to the last one. Kipping tables and Yoko Ebi. Kipping tables. Arms straight behind you. Ankle on knee. Push your hip forward. Push your hip forward. As you push your hip forward, try to drop your top knee down. Really open up your hips. Yoko Ebi. Ah, round one, round two begins with push squats and lunges. Big breaths. Don't forget to breathe. Push squats and lunges. Push. Try when you push to push your hips. So try to, when you drop, try to push and your hips forward too. Push. Oh, no time when you want to stick your butt out back. Push your hips forward. Bring your hands forward. Now lunges, lunges, fast, slow, whatever works for you. For me, they have to be slow. You don't have to do that. Ah, lying hip circles. You can try it this way. Hip, knee down when you come up, knee up when you go down. Knee up. Hip mobility. V-ups. Oh, spinal glide and push-ups. Well, remember, this is tough. On the spinal glide, do something with your legs to lock your hips in place so they don't go back and forth. It's not side lunges. It's this way. Try to move your shoulders side to side. Keep your hips. So you should be feeling your spine go wrinkle, wrinkle. It's not hip motion. It's a shoulder motion. Good. And be careful not to do this. It's not this, right? Shoulder should stay parallel to the floor. And pair it with some push-ups, some variation of push-ups that works for you. Ah, next is 99 switches and offset squats. S seat. Keep your feet on the floor and roll your hips. Roll your knees over. Or you can sit up during this. I'm not there yet. And offset squats. One foot is flat. And put on the ball of the foot. Again, I'm not bending my back. I bend my knees as much as possible. Slow, healthy rehabilitation feeling. Keep your face up. It's really important. Start looking down, your spine will go down. Time. Good, good, good. Next is deep spine rolls and gladiator get-ups. 2, 1. What's that again? That is where you go nice and deep, 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 deep. Drive your hips forward, elbows inside the thighs, and then roll your back up, breathing in. Go up. Big open. Come back down. Down. Elbows inside, drive your hips forward. Roll up. And gladiator get-ups. Elbow, hand, hip, side. Good, that's good. All right. Now we do kipping tables and Yoko Ebi. 2, 1. Grab position, ankle on knee. Drive your hip forward. If you can drop that knee down to the side, even better. Now open up your hips. How about you? But I'm much better on one side than the other. Yoko Ebi. Yoko Ebi, side shrimp. Time, that was round 2. Round 3 begins with push squats and lunges. You're doing great. 2, 1. Don't push as you drop. Breathe in. Hips forward, heels forward. Lunge it as best you can. What you got? Time. Next, lying hip circles and V-ups. We'll do truth-telling hip circles next time. Lying hip circles. Up. Out. Try to really feel that hip joint. Let this just open up and relax. V-ups. Time. Next is spinal glide and push-ups. Spinal glide. Do something with that stance to lock those hips. Don't tip. Glide, glide. Hips, try to be stable. Try not to move your hips, just your spine. Unfamiliar feeling for most of us. Especially in martial arts, we always try to keep that part really unified. Push-ups. Do some kind of push-ups, something that works for you. Next, 90-90 switches and offset squats. S-seat. Switch. Keep your feet on the floor while you do this. If you are so gifted as you can keep your shoulders forward and hands off the floor, man, I envy you because I can't quite get there, but I'm not going to envy you for long because I'm going to work on this and get there. If you have to put your hands down, that's okay. Just really focus on the work you're doing in your hips. And now, offset squats. Offset squats. 1 foot flat. One ball of foot. Keep your face forward and up. Bend your knees more than your back. This time, deep spinals, gladiator get-ups, 2, 1. Way low, elbows inside of thighs, down here, hips forward. And then roll your back, breathe in. Worship the sky. Down, down, down. Hips forward, elbows inside. Roll your back. Then, very nice, very nice. And now, gladiator get-ups. And finally, kipping tables and Yoko Ebi. Crab position, hands down, ankle on knee. Push your hips forward, drop your knee out. Learn to love those hips. And Yoko Ebi. Time, somehow, hard to believe, the JMAC18 is over. Great job, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Something a little different.
Yeah, thank you.
Sensei.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, see you soon.